We need to make a vocal to our intro song. Welcome back, guys. It is week 3 now of the NFL. Has been wrapped up. We are back in reviewing the Call Sports Podcast, brought to you by us because we are the people that sponsor this podcast. Unless somebody wants to sponsor us, let's go. But welcome back to the episode. Tonight is Chris and myself. Chris, welcome back, bro. You were missed last week. I hope you enjoyed your one day off a year that you're going to get. Means there's no more time off. No PTO left. No vacation time left. That's it. No more.
I need next week.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. Domo, unfortunately, they went through a storm last night, so he's out tonight, and Carlos is still trying to get out of work so he can make it. But tonight's just going to be Chris and I. We got a packed episode today with football. We got a game at the end of it. Obviously, we are looking to entertain you guys. We did go through quite a bit of a influx in our social media. We got a bunch of new likes on our reels and comments that we definitely read and didn't post because there were some hate comments. But we'll get into that here in a little bit. But Chris, how was your week, bro? Your week off? How was work? How's David's school going? How's church going? What's going on?
It was a different type of week for me. It wasn't really a vacation, I would say, but it was I spent time with my wife and my son. David is pretty much fully accustomed to school already. He doesn't fight it anymore. He doesn't cry when we pick him up. Nothing like that. He's at full throttle in school. He's got a couple of friends that wait for him outside, so that's dope.
Oh, nice.
So whenever Gabby gets there, it's one of the three, I guess his best friends or whatever you would call. They're always waiting in the front for him and just waiting. And then whenever he shows up, they go inside and then they start school. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Church wise, we're busy right now. I was telling Misa that I'm finished. I just finished recording a bass. I'm a bass player, so I finished tracking bass. Sent it to the person. So we're trying to release a couple singles, and then we had a live album recording on Friday, which is super dope. It was at the church I'm helping out at, and it was about like 400, 500 youth there, just youth. And funny story, bro. I was gonna tell you this. I don't know if my mom told you, but she Jessica and my sister and my mom wanted to go to the youth event. So usually at churches, like youth event, whatever, like parents can always go, stuff like that. Apparently not this place. So my mom and Jess were outside. So there was a huge line because we were setting up still. I was there since Thursday, but we were setting up still on Friday, like taking pictures and stuff. And my mom and Jessica get there. So I run outside because my wife was bringing me a sustain pedal for a synthesizer that I was going to use. And I said hi to them or whatever. I went back inside. I didn't think twice about it. And then my wife keeps calling me, and I'm like, man, like I'm busy. So I answer. And she's like, babe, they told your sister she's too old and she needs to go home.
Oh, and I was like, God. What?
And then I called my mom, and she was like, yeah, like there's an age limit to be here unless you're like like someone that's gonna be helping and stuff. And I was like, I try to move pieces, but yeah, it's like a youth is youth. The cutoff, I think, is 30, and Jessica's like 93. So it just didn't work. I felt so bad though.
So they carded my mom and my sister. And they were like, you guys are way over the age limit.
Yeah. Either way, like the cool thing is that they left my nephew Joshua there, and he had a blast, man.
Yeah, I saw the videos you sent me. He had a
great time. But yeah, so we had that live recording. It was, an experience, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the weekend off, like you said.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for me. What about you?
That's cool. That's funny that they carded my mom. Not much, man. Just kind of. So my wife bought me a Blackstone griddle for my birthday. My birthday's not till November. To all our fans, if you guys want to get us something, shoot us a DM. Birthday is November, and that's also close to our anniversary. Close to our anniversary of our 1 year margin with reviewing the call. But more to come.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Misa's birthday is actually the same day that I started dating Gabby back
Oh
in
yeah,
2015.
yeah, that's true too. So you can never
You're
forget my
welcome.
birthday. You better
Nope,
not forget my birthday.
I never
Um,
do.
Yeah, so my wife bought me this Blackstone griddle. We've been wanting one, and she was like, "Well, it's on sale like right now. We don't know if it's gonna be on sale late in a couple months." And it's like it's a real nice one. It's got like 4 burners, and it's got like an extended table that attaches to it. So, anyways, we got that, and then I've just been trying like recipes and like my TikTok algorithm is all like Blackstone stuff, like how to cook on the griddle, like what recipes are good. I got buddies that are like telling me like, dude, you need to like cook breakfast all day on it. Like it's those things are nice. And then my mom, she's like, I'm gonna go over there and make pupusas on it, and so I have just been kind
That's
of
how you
like,
really break it in.
yeah, exactly. So I just been trying to like mess with it more and stuff. Well, like try to use as much of it as I can and try to get really good at it because I do enjoy it. So I made a like a pasta. It was like pasta and like kielbasa sausage and I forgot what else I threw in there, but it was really good though, and it came out really good on the griddle with like a little bit of oil. Perfect. For all the foodies out there, send me some recipes because I'm trying everything on that thing. So I did pretty much that, and
Everything.
then yeah, everything. And then Sunday, Joel, actually our biggest supporter, he came out here to my side of town, and after the Packer game, obviously, and then he came out here and we hung out and watched the middle of the week or the middle of Sunday's games here at the house, and we just kind of hung out. My father in law made some menudo, and so that's pretty much what we did. Just kind of hang out at the house and ran some errands. Tried to go to Best Buy and get my Beats fixed, and I got a call that they're fixed now under Apple warranty. Dude, for anybody out there that doesn't do like the Apple Care and stuff, you need to do it to take advantage of it. I think I spent $20. No, it was $29 for them to replace my headphones because they were torn. Because I got the buds, but the earbuds, like they have a little hook that goes into the ear canal or like on the ear side to make it sit in, and they're very flimsy. So I went up to the guy at Geek Squad, and he was like, "Yeah, man, we get a lot of these." He's like, "But luckily you have the Apple Care thing because they don't sell just that little hook. You have to replace the headphone." And
Yeah.
he's like, "So with that Apple Care, I spent $30 and they sent both of them out, and they called me today that they're already ready." So anybody out there that doesn't believe in the warranties and the Apple Care stuff, it's true, and it's beneficial. So
How do you? Why not get AirPods? It's just a question. I gotta ask it. Why
Beats
not
is
Air?
Apple
No,
now,
well, it's yes,
right?
but they're not AirPods.
I know. So I had a pair of AirPods. I don't know. I don't even know the gen, but when I
What was it? The one
started,
I sold to you?
no. So yes, I still have those, but I had another pair after that, like the gen right after yours, the ones you sold to me
The
years
two?
ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then which I like them. So the thing is, at my previous job when I bought these Beats. No, actually, at my current job when I bought these Beats, I like them because they're kind of hidden, and with my long hair, I can kind of hide them. Because I was under the impression that maybe I couldn't listen to like my music and stuff, but I mean, obviously I can, and they don't care as long as you do your work, right? But
Yeah.
so and I got them because that's when I was really bike riding a lot, and I didn't want anything that could like easily fall out. And with the earbuds, because it goes inside of me, like I felt like it was more it was more secure. You know what I mean? So as
Why'd you say it like that, bro?
I don't know. So I really like them, and then like the noise cancellation of them and Beats itself, they just sound really clean to me. The AirPods do too. I'm not taking it away from them, but I don't know. I enjoy the Beats a little bit more for my liking. But I
To
do
each their own,
like the
bro.
new. I do like the Gen 3 or 4 Pros that came out for Apple. I really like those. Those are nice. I want those. So if you want to buy them for me, my
So
birthday is in
everybody,
November.
Misa's birthday is November 10th.
Yep.
So start
Damn, bro.
start.
Tell them my social too while you're at it.
Oh, I thought you already gave them your birthday.
No, I'm just kidding. I
His
don't care.
social is
Yeah. But yeah, so that was pretty much my week. And then today I was actually off today. So I just kind of hung out with my daughter all day. And she's finally getting to that age where she can sit down and like watch a animated movie.
ooh,
So we were
fun
watching
times.
Cars today, and she was like naming out the
Which
cars and
one?
stuff. Or the first one, just the original one, the first one. And she like calls the colors out and shit. So it's a good time. But I just enjoy like hanging out with her. But I did go for a swim today in the afternoon. I did 10 laps, and my body is sore. So there's that. These are the trials and tribulations of a heavier set guy trying to get back to the not so heavy set side. Don't get heavy, guys. It is not the vibe.
Dude,
But
I have a buddy at work that um he weighed 291 6 months ago, and right now he's weighing 261.
wow.
And he's been going to the gym a lot every day actually. All he drinks is water, just completely changed his diet. And at the beginning, like when people start working out, everybody makes fun of them whenever they change and stuff to in work. They have their shorts on already to go to the gym.
Why are people like that, bro? Like I know
Dude,
what
I
you're
don't
saying
know.
too, because people like that's my self-conscious too. Like I'm like, why am I ashamed of like changing to go better myself? Like
Yeah.
like when I used to change to go to the gym at work, I would like sneak in, sneak right out, and I'm just like, why am I afraid of changing? Because I'm bettering my life.
Well, in his case, bro, like he literally changed everything. So me and him used to go to lunch like every day together.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had a doctor's visit, and bro, I'm putting everybody's business out there today.
Bro, seriously, Chris, you're ratting everybody out,
But
dog.
the point is that whenever we would eat, man, I would notice like we went to KFC one time, and all he ordered was one piece of chicken. And I'm like, bro, I was worried, and I was like, dude, if you need me to pay for you, like I got you, bro. And you
He's like,
like
I'm not broke, dude. I'm just trying to be a good person.
he looks great now, like in a
Yeah.
non-weird way.
Yeah.
Just supporting one of my boys. Like he looks great.
Yeah.
So
Okay, you keep emphasizing on the great part, which is fine. I mean, it's 2023, Chris. This is perfect. This is you're accepted.
all right, so let's talk football, bro.
But yeah, let's get into the episode. But just a quick public service announcement. Don't be ashamed to change and go to the gym. Go to the gym. Better your life. Better health. Better pizza. Papa John's. All right, go. Shout out to Papa John's. That was a good plug right there. Sponsor us if you want. All right, so week 3 wrapped up in the NFL.
I got a question real quick before we get into it. Favorite pizza, what is it?
Okay, so Pizza Hut for me, but it has to be like not has to be, but my favorite go to is if we're talking about like fast food, like delivery pizza, right? Is what you're talking about? Okay,
Yeah, because if we do like
the restaurants, there's different ones, yeah. But
Yeah.
like I'm talking like at a Papa John's, Domino's, and Pizza Hut. It's Pizza Hut thin crust supreme, so all the veggies, and the meats and stuff. I love that.
Me,
My
I'm
go-to.
sorry, I'm gonna go with the sponsor of today's episode. I'm going Papa John's. I love Papa John's, man.
Dude, Mr. John is gonna see this and he'll be like, "We're sponsoring them."
Who the hell are these people?
Yeah, he's like, "These guys are great." Oh man, yeah. Pizza Hut for me.
I thought Pizza Hut, whenever we were younger, like was bad for you.
I didn't like. Well, yeah, it messed. Well, thanks for throwing out my business again. But it messed me up, and I avoided it for a long time. But one of my best friends, he worked at Pizza Hut as a delivery guy here in Houston there in Houston for a long time, and he would bring pizzas. And one day he was like, "Yo, thin crust supreme, eat this with some ranch on the side." And I got hooked, and that's just the way
There's
I
a
like
lot
it.
of people that think that that's weird, the ranch on the side. I can't.
What?
I can eat pizza without it.
They're weird. Those
but
are
if I
blue
could
cheese
choose,
people. Those are blue
yeah,
cheese
dude,
people.
that's nasty. Do you like blue
Gross.
cheese?
Hell no,
Dude,
On
yeah, it tastes
nothing,
like
dude.
feet.
Yeah.
And
Whoa, how do you know? So Chris is also a foot fetish guy.
I throw my business out there like that.
Well, this is for me helping your boy out, man. You talking smack about his one chicken tender.
I still feel I'm gonna sell him right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, now I feel like you got to play the NFL song again. All
also,
right.
like, dude,
Take 3. Week 3 in the NFL has wrapped up. But before we get into recaps on the week 3, we just want to say, man, we appreciate all the comments that we got on our reels, on our Instagram DMs, and on our TikToks. There was a lot of hatred when we posted the TikTok of the Cowboys maybe still missing a key. And like our good buddy Stephen A. Smith would say, how about them Cowboys? You lost to the Arizona Cardinals, and we said this, Dak was going to find a way to do it. Triple coverage in the red zone, interception. Sorry, but not sorry, because we got a lot of people that were very upset in the comment section that I had to filter the comments out because I was just like, dude, you guys are getting way too sensitive, first of all. Second of all, like, we're really basing it off the facts and the stats, and the stats happened, and they showed us exactly what went down on Sunday with the Arizona Cardinals being victorious. We'll get into the game here in a little bit. But I just wanted to say that before we got into our week 3 recap, that this is why we made those comments the way we did. It's because we knew something was going to happen. I thought it was going to be later down the line, maybe when they played San Fran in week 5. It was my guess. Maybe I was hoping for that loss for them to happen. Then I said, like, in our picks, I was like, Dallas is going to take this win. It should be an easy win in Arizona. But we know what happened on Sunday. So
that's usually
sorry,
what happens. But is it just me, or is it like whenever the Cowboys lose, the one thing I look forward to the next business day is Stephen A. Smith coming on with just straight trolling
now, dude, it's Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp. They love that stuff, man. So I was looking forward to it. Like, the first thing that came on my YouTube besides my Blackstone recipes was the 12-minute clip of Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp going at it with the Cowboys. I love Stephen A. And I got a lot of people. I live in Dallas, so I got a lot of friends that are Cowboys fans, and they literally messaged me as soon as the game was over, and they were like, "Well, I guess you were right." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking smack. They still have a well-rounded team. Trayvon Diggs being out may be a big issue for them, but it just felt like this is exactly what we were expecting to happen. But in my opinion, I wasn't expecting it to happen until later down the line. I thought you guys were going to go 4-0 facing the 49ers, hopefully 4-0, right? But I don't know. It is what it is. We'll get into the game here in a bit. First, kicking off, though, 49ers on Thursday night against the New York Giants, 30-12 was the wrap-up of that game. It was our first game of the week 3. Obviously, the 49ers offense was a little slow to start, a little bit, not too bad, but they did kind of run through them afterwards. CMC, man, is a
dominant
force to be reckoned with. He is going to be a top threat no matter where you play him. And I think that he's the key that we were missing. And then obviously last year with all our QB injuries and stuff, but getting him and his signing contract, or signing him to a contract, like, it's huge for the 49ers offensive scheme.
You know what's crazy about that?
I do worry, though, bro, that they're using him too much. Do you think?
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to say, because when we got CMC last year, there was that big topic of, hey, he's injury prone, and knocking on wood, we haven't experienced that yet. But his game Thursday was great. But I do think what you were going to say was that they're overusing him. He is a powerhouse. He's a machine, man. Yeah. Once he gets the ball, like, he's running through. And he kind of reminds me, not like official, but like what's his name from the Seahawks? I forgot. I just Beast Mode.
Running back? Marshawn Lynch?
Yeah. Yes. Marshawn, thank you. Marshawn Lynch. Just the explosiveness coming out of the pocket. That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not saying that he can break as many tackles as Marshawn Lynch, but just the explosiveness coming out. And he had 18 carries on Thursday. 18 is, to me, is a lot. Because you're more, putting yourself out there to get hit more. He ran for 85 yards total, 1 touchdown, yes, but 18 carries, I think, was pushing. I think they could have split it up with Elijah Mitchell just a little bit, just to give him a little bit more breathing room. That's just me. I don't know what you think. That's just my personal take on that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, the way I look at it is we have Elijah Mitchell backing him up, and Elijah Mitchell is still a good QB, a good running back.
Yeah,
I use him a little more, but I do understand why we're emphasizing using Christian McCaffrey. 85 yards is still high, but he didn't break the 100 margin, which he was kind of doing, and kind of what we were expecting him to do. But I think what they're doing now is, remember when before we got CMC, they had Debo kind of running the jet sweeps,
Yeah,
and he was running the ball and he was receiving the ball. They were overusing him, and obviously he
that was
went out with
exhausting
it.
to see.
Yeah, and he was like it was bound to happen that he was going to get injured, and he did take a couple of weeks off. That's my only fear with Christian McCaffrey, is that if we're going to overuse him. But honestly, 18 carries, yes, it is a lot. He didn't run the 100 yards. He did get one TD. He did receive. He had 5 receptions for 34 yards. His longest was 17. The thing is that
Yeah,
he is a physical runner, like you were saying. When it comes down to like Marshawn Lynch, he's just an aggressive off the takeoff. He's an aggressive running back, and he is, and you can see that he runs with, I guess you can call anger, down the line, and he's running it with a passion to get through whoever's there. Like his stiff arms are nice, but he's also very agile. He's very quick on his feet
yeah.
to move left and move right. I love having him on the squad. I really am happy. I'm just hoping that we don't overuse him too much. And we do have a good backup running back with Elijah Mitchell.
Or
So
do you think it could also be, bro, the sense of not maybe overusing him at the moment just to get a bigger lead in the standings and then bring him down a notch? Let Elijah Mitchell lead maybe throughout the half if we're still like winning and stuff like that, which is the goal. That way, whenever playoffs comes, we have a full CMC ready to explode out of the pocket. That's something I read on ESPN. And then it was just a coincidence that you brought up the topic about if we're overusing CMC. I
yeah,
personally do think yes, but you know, at the moment everything's going perfect.
it's
So
working
I
good. So
yeah,
the scheme is working, and shout out to Kyle Shanahan for putting the offense together the way he has. Debo had 6 receptions, 130 yards, 129 with one TD. George Kittle had 90 yards, 7 receptions, 9 targets, no TDs. Brock Purdy, though, had kind of a damn near perfect game when it came to the QB rating. He had a 111, but he went 25 for 37, 310 yards, averaged 8.4, 2 TDs, no interceptions, which that's great to have no interceptions. A lot of people worry in the comment section, not in our comment section, just in comment sections when they see Brock Purdy highlights, is that he's not a deep ball threat and he can't throw it deep. First of all, I don't understand why 49er fans are even saying that. It doesn't matter. Like, if you can't throw a Hail Mary every play, like that's fine. Like he doesn't need to throw a Hail Mary every play. You know what I mean? Like you throw the slot to the slot receiver, you throw on the slants on the inside. Like you throw just for 10 yards here, 10 yards here, 5 yards here. He averaged 8.4 yards on Thursday. So that's a good average to have, because that's damn near a first down every time. You know what I
and
mean?
I
When it
think
comes to the average on yards.
yeah, and I think there's a lot of quarterbacks that try to go for the long ball consecutively, and that's where that rating starts dropping, the attempts and the receptions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with Brock Purdy, why overdo it if what he's doing is working? You
Exactly.
know, get the 10 yards, get the 8 yards, get the quick slant routes, pass the ball off, run the ball. That way you always keep the defense on their toes. They're not just like, oh, he's going to, it's 3rd and 10. He's obviously going to throw. The 49ers aren't structured like that right now, in the sense of everybody knows what's going to happen. There's a lot of teams that you already know if they're 3rd and 8, they're going to run or they're going to throw.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the 49ers at the moment, from what I've seen, they're always changing it up. It's never the same drive every time.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
they're
I think that
adjusting.
yeah, I think what it's just like the same thing we always said with baseball. Sometimes small ball is necessary. Yes, you do want eventually for his arm to get that, for him to throw from the 30, from the 40, and then make it to the end zone and stuff like that. Obviously, that's the
Mm-hmm.
goal for any quarterback. But if it's winning games, and it clearly is, why change it? Why
Yeah,
fix
I
something
mean,
that's not broken?
exactly, and we say that all the time. Like, why try to fix something that's not broken? And that's the case there. The short game works, run it, and then until the defense starts adjusting to that, then start changing your scheme. In
Yeah,
this case, it's working fine. Our defense is coming back up again. I'm so excited to see Bosa getting those sacks. Man, he had that damn near penalty, safety que diga. Sorry, I just got
You went full
distracted.
Spanish, bro. You saw my
Yeah,
son, and then you were like,
yeah.
"¿Qué
So
pasó?"
he had that near safety,
Yeah,
um, and it's good to see that everybody's clicking. There,
yeah,
we just pray for a healthy season for the 49ers. The 49ers do go ahead and play the Arizona Cardinals, who are coming off a huge victory this Sunday, and the Giants play on Monday night against the Seattle Seahawks. I believe that one's in New York. But yeah, I really enjoyed the Niners are still 3-0, so
keep trucking.
they're one of the top the teams left that are still undefeated. So I'm hoping that it stays that way, and then we'll play Dallas the week after next, and I'm looking forward to that game too.
Yeah.
A game that I do want to talk about, and it's not just because our other co-host Dominic is a Packer fan, is the Saints and Packers game though. But before we get into that, I just want to announce our picks from last week.
Oh
Your boy
no.
over here went undefeated. I went 3-0. I picked the Packers winning, I picked the Niners winning, and I picked the Bengals winning. So I took that. But the guy who came off of a big victory the week before last, Chris, went 0-3 this week. And yeah, thank you. Thank you. Sad moments for Chris.
Hey, we can't win them all, bro. We can't win them all.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because though
yeah,
you
I
went
went
from a
terrible,
victory
though.
to 0-3, dude. But you went with the safe bets, and that's what I said on last week's episode. And if you haven't caught last week's episode, it's on YouTube. Just watch it. But that's what I said last week too on that episode. I was like, Chris went with like a safe pick. He went with teams that are most likely going to take the win.
Facts. What we thought.
Yeah, that's what we thought, but then it didn't happen. And then Domo went 2 for 1, so it's not too bad. He got 2 out of 3 que diga. And then, but yeah, so this Packers game though, Saints and Packers game. Did you watch it, Chris? Yes or no? Did you catch the highlights at least of the game? I know you did that for sure because you are good at your job, and I know
No,
you
I
kept
did
up
catch
with
the
it.
highlights, but the game I actually watched on my phone. But we're gonna talk about that too. But we're gonna get to the Packers first because I really want to
Okay,
talk about the other one.
so the Packers. Okay, so the Packer game. I was actually out at Costco. I don't know, remember where I was. I was driving somewhere with my wife, and we were expecting a buddy to come over to the house, and that said buddy, is a big Packer fan, and I got a message saying, "Hey, bro, I may show up even earlier because we are getting creamed currently by the Saints."
What a
And
what
I
a
said,
word.
"Damn." I said, "Damn, bro, I'm not going to be home yet. Hang tight." Then I got home, and the Packers were winning. We're winning 18 to
Dude,
18 to 17 at that point. And I'm just like, "Okay, what happened?" So then I looked up at the
fourth
game and
quarter, baby.
I was like, "Okay, so obviously Derek Carr, everybody's aware of it now, got injured." But the fact that and I said this before the game obviously played, that it was going to be huge for Jordan Love to take the victory in Lambeau because it's his first home appearance. So he needed to take that victory to show, hey, this team is on my back and I am the
Yeah, we're
leader
good.
of this team. So this is my team, right? And he did that. And I'm not saying that he was the best at it, but he did do it. He got the victory. He got where it started. The defense for the Packers did step up. Jordan Love went 22 for 44. Yikes. 66 QB rating, 1 TD, 1 interception. Mediocre performance, not too bad
Look,
though, through 250, 259.
honestly speaking, bro, this is one of the things that we've always said in any sport. The Saints were winning 17 through the halftime.
Through the
I'm
third,
pretty sure.
at the fourth
Yeah,
is
no,
when this happened.
yeah, no, but they didn't score after
Yeah,
halftime.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So 17-0, that's a comfortable lead, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Comfortable lead, but also don't let your foot off the gas. Be like the Dolphins and don't stop. Just keep attacking.
Say less, dude.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that game next. But 17-0 going into the half, and then injuries happen and everything. But
Hold on. Before you keep saying that though, also just to add on to you, not disagreeing with you, but just to add on to what you're saying, 17-0, and you are undefeated at this point. So you have momentum from the last 2 games coming into this game. You're 17-0 at half. You don't score in the third, but neither do the Packers. So you're like, okay, we can still take this win.
We got it.
This 17-0, run the ball a little bit, chew the clock, stay in bounds, don't drop the ball, run the ball, whatever. Like, just keep doing that same routine. Eventually, the time will run out, And now you're not facing Aaron Rodgers, who's known that you can't leave any time left on the
Yeah, it's
clock
got that
because
clutch gene.
exactly. So you're facing Jordan Love, who's under a lot of pressure
Mm-hmm.
as being the face of this franchise now, and they're without their biggest weapon, in my opinion, their running back. So you have everything going for you. You're playing a restructuring Packers team, and then you let them run the board and score 18 and stop you completely,
And
and
I
then you
think
miss a
people
field
don't
goal.
realize that
Uh huh.
yeah, for real, 18
Mm-hmm.
points in one quarter is very difficult. In
Absolutely.
football, especially with the other team winning, they could drain that clock, a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
the fact that they came back 18 points, Jordan Love, like you said, 22 for 44, not the most solid, accurate arm in that
Yeah,
game,
absolutely.
but he had one touchdown, and then he had one rushing touchdown. That's insane right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then so that being said, if I were a Packer fan, which I'm not, but like going into the fourth, and you're like, damn, I'm down. Like probably what Joel and Domo thought, going into the fourth, like, well, this game's over. Like
Yeah,
so you get that mentality. 18-0 is hard. So props to Jordan Love for not
for
giving up,
stepping up
and
and
props
not
to the
giving up.
Packers too for not
Yeah.
giving the defense specifically going from getting scored on 17 points before the half, and then coming back. We're not letting them score another field goal, which was what it came down to,
Yep.
and then then you end up winning. The
Yeah.
Packers end up winning. So props, bro. That's one of the best highlight games I've seen because I didn't
Yeah.
watch it live.
Yeah, but I mean, so Derek Carr, obviously everybody's aware he took an injury, left the game early, went to a local hospital. They're doing an evaluation. They were thinking on X-rays and all that stuff. He flew home with the team. He is week to week right now. So for the
Yeah.
fantasy football players out there, he is week to week. Don't drop him because he's still going to have probably a good season with a new organization and everything. But just a little nugget. Carr's injury marks the fifth consecutive season that the Saints have injuries at quarterback. Drew Brees missed 9 games between 2019 and 2020. Jameis Winston missed most of 2021 with a torn ACL before injuring his back and foot and his foot in the 2022 season. In that same time span, the also started Teddy Bridgewater, went out with an injury. Trevor Siemian, new Jet, Ian Book, Taysom Hill, Andy Dalton. In addition, they all
Jeez.
went through injuries. So are the Saints cursed? It's the real question. At QB, after Drew Brees left, they were like, "Ain't nobody taking this spot." But obviously, best wishes to Derek Carr. Hopefully, he comes
Yeah.
back because I do like Derek Carr. I like seeing him in something different than the Raiders. So I do enjoy
I
seeing
think
him in the
anybody
Saints.
out of the Raiders uniform looks better.
Yeah, exactly. But shout out to the Packers. But shout out to the Packers defense for also stopping the
Yes.
Saints all through the second half. And shout out to the fans because I know that the fans had a lot to do with that pressure on that kicker when it came down to that field goal because that field goal would have been the game. So shout out to the fans at Lambeau for that. But yeah, so let's get into the game that you really want to talk about, Chris. Go
Yes.
ahead, my boy.
So Dolphins versus the Broncos.
Oh, I
So
thought you were going to talk about that Texans. No.
now we could talk about that too because they won.
They
But
did.
yeah, Dolphins versus the Broncos. So I am not the biggest Russell Wilson fan. Whenever he was with the Seahawks, he had so many weapons out there, so it was understandable why they were so good. But him coming to the Broncos, he had a joke of a season last season, and then this season looks like it's the exact same thing, just a repeat. But the final score, 70-20 final. The most points in NFL history is 72 points. Why they didn't get those 2 points, I don't know. But the point is that 70-20, bro. Can you imagine?
It was
Like,
about to be a record.
yeah, not just that. So Tua played, most of the game, and then they brought in their second string, and the same thing goes for everybody else. Everybody just started getting switched. Why get your starters injured whenever
Absolutely.
you got the most comfortable lead in the world?
Absolutely.
But you know what's funny? That I think that you're getting your ass beat all 3 quarters going into the fourth. The Broncos coach was like, leave Russell out there. Like,
Dude,
who
for real,
cares
he was
about
like,
him?
if anybody's taking this shame, it's you.
Bro. And Tua almost had he had a near perfect game. 23 for 26, bro, with 309 yards, 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns, bro.
That's a Madden game.
That
Like
is
that.
that on rookie
That's me
mode.
playing against you in Madden. Like that.
Okay,
That's how
all right.
crazy that
This
is.
is where we're gonna stop
What?
this conversation.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, dude. So 70-20, right? Unheard of score. I think the record 72. They were in field goal position to take it. Personally, me, if I'm Mike McDaniel, like I'd take that field goal just to be like, here's the record. Also, like we beat the brakes off of you and an NFL record. Like
Because
I would definitely do it.
because it's not like, oh, you know what? I feel bad for them, bro. You scored 70 points.
Yeah, dude. Like you
You
did
could have
not
stopped
stop.
at 50.
Yeah. Can you look up while I read this? Can you look up the defensive stats, like what the defense did for Miami on that one? But I do want to read this thing that came out on Sports Center. People are checking in on this family in Miami, right? Because my family does this tradition, is what the guy says. My family does a tequila shot for every Dolphins touchdown. Today's historic win has me rethinking this tradition. Somebody's first comment was like, "Hey man, are y'all okay?" Because that's a lot of TDs, dude. That is a lot of tequila. For the people out there that love tequila, that is a lot of tequila to be drinking.
Bro, they for sure called into work the next day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They were like, dude, like I'm calling in. They're like, oh yeah, we know your family tradition. It was on Sports Center. Don't worry about it, bro. Take 2 days.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Like,
So
you need to recover.
defensive stats. Russell Wilson got hit a total of 12 times. 32 total. 57 total tackles. On all defense. That's everybody included. But
Okay.
12 directly to Russell Wilson. I think, why leave him in there? Like, honestly speaking, like, was that just the coach being like, you know what, this is what
This
you
is
get.
on you. Yeah.
We spent so much money on you, and we're 0-3.
That's the thing about these massive contract signings. Like here. Okay, this is just my little personal nugget. Here's my thing. You haven't seen what he's gonna perform like in your offense. Why pay him so much? You don't know what he's going to do with this team. Yes, he was great with Seattle. He was like an amazing quarterback in Seattle. Still, obviously, holds records over there, and he's probably going to end up retiring a Seahawk, in my opinion. But like, you don't know the scheme that he's going to be able to run in Denver. You don't know what John Elway is going to let him do in Denver. Like, so many different things that are going to change. You're playing different teams at this point, and you pay this massive contract, and then this happens. It's not like he's Patrick Mahomes, who has consistently shown, hey, he's going to do great in Kansas City. Here's a massive contract, the highest paid or whatever. Lamar Jackson stayed with Baltimore, extended the contract. But for a brand new team that he's never played with, to be like, here is a massive contract is crazy to me. Because I'm just like, I don't see what the front office was thinking when he hasn't proven anything. If anything, what I would do, if I'm the front office owner, I would be like, here is 1 year. Let's see what next season does, and we'll talk further then. And I'm sure the player would be fine with it too, because the player's probably going to get paid, let's just say a random number, $15 million for 1 year, plus bonus and sign on. Plus, if we make the playoffs, here's another $1 million or whatever, right? Like, and then the player would be like, shit, $16 million in a year to play 16 weeks, 17 weeks. If I make the playoffs even more, absolutely I'd do that. 17 million or whatever, and then you have the possibility of getting a massive contract with Denver at that point. That's the way I would have ran it, but I'm not a front office.
I think
officer.
I think we said this last year when he first got traded. I think the amount of money that he's getting is absurd. They're 0-3 right now, which is depressing as it is. But like I think I said it at the beginning when I started talking about this game. Russell Wilson was good in Seattle because he had weapons. He had a defense like no other. He had someone to fall back on in case he did, play like crap. And he was good out there because he had weapons. He had a good running game. Everything was solid in Seattle till the Patriots came in and beat them. So, and after that, that's when everything started breaking apart. But to go and then go to the Broncos, get high dollar money, and go 0-3. Last season they were 5 for 12.
They went 5 for 12, bro, and they didn't score 30 points until the last game of the season.
Why did I know that? That's a great guess.
Yeah, but they went 5. They went 5 for 12. So I mean,
That's not a winning season. I mean,
dude,
to the Texans, that might be a winning season
it's a
because
Super Bowl season.
yeah, I mean,
But you know what I
for
mean?
someone,
Like,
he's appeared at the Super Bowl 2 times already. Lost one, yes, won one.
well, the one
So,
that they lost shouldn't have lost, but whatever.
well, that's a whole different
That's
topic.
Pete Carroll's
But what
ass.
happened? An interception
Yeah,
to a guy that probably never had touched the football field all season.
at that point, he was a rookie.
Yeah.
But now he's good, right? Stephon
Yeah,
Gilmore's
now he's
great.
good.
Great, but yeah, back then he was a rookie, and it's just Bill Belichick being like, dude, throw this guy out here, watch something happen, and then bam, you know.
Most iconic pictures ever: Tom Brady jumping like a little kid for joy, which I completely get.
Richard Sherman
and Richard Sherman's face.
Yep. Yeah, and he
Love
looked like
it.
in so much pain too, dude. Man, I
And
love seeing Richard Sherman.
I saw a post, a podcast that Marshawn Lynch was on, and he was like, whenever they did the play call,
was it reviewing the call?
everybody on the team, on the offense, they all thought we're for sure running it. We got to, and everybody, like he was saying, like his teammates would have preferred him going 0 for 4 throughout those drives, trying to get in the end zone. Then what the hell happened? Because you can go 0 for 4. That means that defense was legit blocking, and they just didn't let him through. But to go, you're on the goal line, and to throw a pick is just insane. Whenever the game's on the line, like everything about that game, I think we watched that together at Omar's house, if I'm not mistaken. And bro, it was just one. It's one of my favorite Super Bowls. The comeback, everything was great.
I mean, it was. That's an iconic Super Bowl. Iconic, obviously, should have ran the ball at the one with the best running back at the time, right? Powerhouse running back at the time. Just a little nugget on Mike McDaniel, though. Mike McDaniel was born, McDaniel, if I'm saying it incorrectly, was born and raised in Colorado and was even the Broncos ball boy at one point. 2 seasons ago, the Broncos needed to fill their head coach vacancy, and they didn't even let him interview. This, to me, felt personal.
So he went for 70.
And he was like, I'm going for 70. But yeah, I saw an interview with Mike McDaniel as the ball boy. And he was so young, right? And everybody remembers Mike McDaniel's viral stuff last year. You know, he's like very hip and he dances with the boys.
Weird, bro.
And he like hits on, like he smokes his vape on the sideline and he tries to play it off.
Have you seen what he did with the Rams in SoFi? He was because they have that big circular kind of screen at the top, so they did like a coach view. So he was like, he saw himself up there, so he started saying, "We are going to run the ball. We are going to run the ball," to see if the other coach would see it, and they ended up throwing. But it was just funny. Like, he's so weird, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I would love to meet him.
So he seems real chill, and there's just Mike McDaniel. He's still like. Obviously, this is the new generation of coaching that we're going to experience. Like Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, those are all kind of like on their way out. And it's kind of a younger generation now that's coming in as coaching. And you're going to see a lot of this like hip stuff and like party with the boys type of stuff. And see like his story of like being the ball boy for the Broncos, not even getting interviewed for the head coaching position, and then now going into Miami's head coaching job and running the table and getting 70 points on his old team, on his team growing up too. It's crazy, man. Crazy stat. Shout out to the Dolphins fan base, because they were probably lit, especially that family that had to take tequila shots for every touchdown. They're probably still recovering from it. But yeah, 70 points. So the Dolphins are still 3-0. They actually jumped on different power rankings this week, and they actually are in the number 1 spot according to some, because of the amounts of points scored, which makes sense because you scored 70.
No one has gotten close to that, bro.
That's as much as the Broncos will probably score all year. So, you know what I mean? So, like, you did that on a Sunday, bro. But yeah, I mean, that was a hell of a game. Obviously, historic to see. And if you watched it or if you just watched the highlights, it was definitely a crazy ass game to see. And then Joel had texted me too, and he was like, dude, I guarantee you that all these players from the Miami Dolphins organization, they're going to be drug tested tomorrow for them putting 70 points up on the board. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right,
bro.
dude.
What's funny is Tyreek Hill was streaming that night like nothing, bro. Like, he just didn't score 70 points, bro.
He's like, whatever, dude.
Playing Madden.
Just another day.
It's just he was playing Madden like yeah, just another Tuesday at the office. Like what?
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. But yeah, that was a good game to watch. Another fun game. If you follow the Texans and if you followed us, you know that we do support the Texans. We like the Texans. Not their number one fan, but
Yeah.
we do like that team because we are from Houston too. But they actually got their first victory under D'Amico Ryan. So give us a clap for D'Amico Ryan's getting his first win as the head coach of the Houston Texans organization.
Hey,
Um,
shout out to CJ Stroud too. I believe he's
yes.
leading in yards.
Yeah, shout out to CJ. CJ Stroud is gonna be a. I'm hoping. I'm hoping that he is the second coming of Deshaun Watson's first season
Whoa.
with the
Yeah.
Texans. Well, football wise only. But yeah, so CJ Stroud has 906 passing yards in his first 3 NFL starts, and is the third player in NFL history with at least 900 passing yards in his first 3 games, joining Cam Newton with 1,000 passing yards in 2011 and Justin Herbert with 931 in 2020. I think this boy is going to be something to be like forced with in the coming future. Hopefully he stays healthy. Hopefully he doesn't get in any drama. Look out for CJ Stroud. I think that he's going to be the future of that Houston organization. And I think the rebuild starts with him. They picked up a great QB in the draft,
Yep.
obviously. And I think that the rebuild is going to be around him. D'Amico Ryan's running that offense now. Is
And I
going to be huge.
believe because everybody was making fun last season whenever Lovey's ex coach Lovey Smith decided to win, and we lost the first round pick.
Yeah, dude, for real, dude.
And so the first round pick was Bryce Young. Well, Bryce
Mm-hmm.
Young is unfortunately injured, I believe now,
Mm-hmm.
and CJ Stroud is killing it. So in a sense, everything worked out pretty much perfect at the moment. I know they're still they're 1-2, but they got to win. That's more than enough
That's
for
more
them
than
this season.
yeah, that's more than you can say for the Broncos. So, uh, but no, so they're 30. They won 37-17. They did beat the Jags. The Jags
Yeah.
are not a team to be taken easy either. Like
Yeah. Last
they're
year they
not.
killed it too.
Yeah, last year they did great. They have Trevor Lawrence under center, like that's great. They are 1-2 this year, which is fine, but it's still very early in the season, so it's not. This doesn't like depict the rest of the season for any of these teams because the Houston Texans can only have this win and nothing else for all we know. But it's football, and they're obviously rebuilding, and they started great with C.J. Stroud and D'Amico Ryan's like as head coach, but they did beat the Jags 37-17. I enjoyed watching the Texans get their win, and I think that fan base needs it because
Yeah.
they've been through a lot of heartache over the last couple of years, in my opinion. Obviously, with like losing top signing talent for pennies on the dime, like D Hop
Stupid.
leaving, obviously, JJ Watt leaving, uh, you know, obviously all the stuff with Deshaun Watson happening. So, it's
Why'd you laugh
time
like
for
that?
them. Because it's time for them to turn it around, and I'm
Yes.
happy to see C.J. Stroud had a 118 QB rating, 280 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions. So he's definitely going to be putting up those kind of numbers. I think that's what he's going to be doing consistently on a Sunday. So that was pretty much the 12 o'clock games. I mean, you had the Chargers Vikings game. That was a close game too. It came down to the wire, 28-24. Minnesota's still searching for that first first win.
First win.
I came German out of nowhere. Searching for that first win. Yeah, so they're still looking for their first victory. But the Chargers got their first victory, 28-24. And then I just want to bring this up real quick because I got a lot of kind of smack talking on it too. With our reel that we said that Minnesota, it's time to move away from Kirk Cousins. We weren't saying that Kirk Cousins is a bad QB. We were just saying that it's time to start looking for the future because Kirk Cousins is he's getting up there in age. He's been playing a lot of years, and he is one of the top QBs for a long time, but he just couldn't get it done during prime time games. And in this case, he couldn't get it done on Sunday. He threw 367 yards, 97.7, one interception, 3 TDs. He's a good QB, but I'm just saying it's time to start looking for the future. I wasn't saying Kirk Cousins is crap, and he needs to be away from this team. No, I was just saying that it's time to look to the future and build up. It's because you can be competitive, because that division is so up for grabs right now, with obviously the powerhouse of Aaron Rodgers leaving the Green Bay Packers. Now everything is up for grabs in that division, but the Detroit Lions are right there now. They're playing great. They're going to be a team that shouldn't be taken lightly either. But the Packers aren't bending over and taking it easy either. You know, they're trying to show that they're still that hard-fought team. So those are the 12 o'clock games. 3 o'clock games. I've been waiting for this all week because, well, we all know why you're here. And I'm just going to say this out loud. The Cowboys, they lost to the Arizona Cardinals.
Just straight up. Like...
Just straight up. Yeah. They lost to the Arizona Cardinals 28-16. Dallas went in there undefeated. The Cardinals went in there defeated because they were 0-2. So, and you were in Arizona, which Arizona, if I'm not mistaken, that city has gone through its ups and downs, obviously, over the last several years. And Dallas should have easily ran through Arizona and won that.
Especially
in
the
my
way
opinion,
they've been playing too.
Yeah, this season, the way they've been playing is the victory season. They put up 40. You know what I mean? Like, they put up 40. They put up 40 against the Giants. Okay, they beat the Jets. You can't beat the Cardinals, who have Josh Dobbs, not even their top QB, like not even their actual QB, their franchise QB.
Josh Dobbs.
That's who you lost to. Well, Dak Prescott lost to the defense because he was in midseason form. The interception that everybody, he was in playoff form. The interception that everybody's talking about, and Cowboy fans included, because my friends that are Cowboys fans, they told me when they saw him in the red zone and he threw that pick in triple coverage, there was one Cowboy receiver, but there was 3 Cardinal defenders. The Cardinals wear red. That is a sign to not throw it in that direction. Like, plain and simple,
bro.
Probably.
All he sees is white.
Yeah. Probably. So, you guys, tough game. Tough game for the Cowboys. Tough game for the Cowboy fans. But I told you so. And Domo would say the same thing. They overpaid for Dak, and now you lost to the Cardinals. Like I said, this is only week 3, so whatever. You're still not done. The season's not over. This isn't depicting or this isn't predicting the rest of the year. But you're not going to have a easy season that comes up, right? You're going to play the Patriots next. Then you play the powerhouse of the 49ers. And I call them powerhouse not just because I'm a 49er fan, but because they are a powerhouse team. They're well built. And then you're going to go. Yeah. And then you have the Eagles later down the line.
Jeez.
Obviously, like, the Eagles can probably take that. You have the Bills later on in the year. It's not an easy, but you have a lot of easy wins that you should win. You have the Rams, you have the Patriots, but who knows what the Patriots are going to come up and do. You have the Chargers. They just got their first win, so they may be hungry now. So what's going to happen now?
The Patriots used to be just like a top dog team, and now it's kind of like, who knows what the Patriots are going to win.
Yeah.
Like, they barely beat the Jets. You know, it was 15-10. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I remember years ago when Tom was there, Gronkowski, Edelman, Amendola, all these guys. It was a powerhouse of a team. You could never count the Patriots out. And now, look at them. Mac Jones is trash. I don't like that guy, man. I do not like that guy. Like, I'd put my bet on Dak Prescott more than Mac Jones.
Oh, that's
because
a hefty
Mac
bet.
Jones is a don't get me wrong. If I can meet you one day, I would love to interview you. But bro, what is wrong with you, bro?
We are going to clip
the best
this
coach of
in
coach,
case.
Bro. Huh?
I said we're going to clip this in case when he comes up on the podcast. I'm going to replay this for him.
Well, the thing is, like, you got one of the most elite coaches on your roster or on the team. You know, like you got Andy Reid, you got Patrick Mahomes, perfect duo. What went wrong with Mac Jones and Bill Belichick? Like, Bill Belichick is the GOAT of coaches, in my opinion. You know,
Yeah.
such a dynasty built in New England, and then look at them now, like barely beating the Jets. So
But I mean, but you take away the key, which was Tom Brady.
yeah, you
You
definitely
took
saw who
you
carried that team.
exactly like when they split, and we obviously went off topic, but when they split, the conversation was who's going to actually do it first, who's going to win the
Yeah.
Super Bowl, because it's going to come down to, was Tom Brady good, or was he great because Bill Belichick was great, or was it Bill Belichick that was great because Tom Brady was great? Obviously, Tom Brady
It was the
went,
latter.
and
Tom
then
Brady won.
he won the Super Bowl with the Bucks, so it was Tom Brady.
Not just that,
but
he won with the Bucks, beating the future generation might be GOAT
yep,
of Patrick Mahomes.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
that speaks volumes of where Tom Brady is on the rankings.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then Tom Brady, for anybody that wants to come and say no or say otherwise, Tom Brady is the greatest of all time
7 rings, baby.
to
Rings
play
talk.
that position, at least. Athlete wise, he runs like a 6'9" 40 or something like that, so he's definitely slow. But and in wide open passes, he drops. So he's not necessarily a super great athlete, but he's a phenomenal QB. So
And leader.
and leader, yeah. But yeah, so to the Cardinals and Cowboys, the Cardinals got their first victory, a huge victory for them, obviously. Josh Dobbs, 189 yards, 1 TD, no interceptions, QB rating of 120. James Conner, ex Pittsburgh Steeler, 14 carries, 98 yards, 1 TD. His longest was a 26-yard run. And that's who the Cowboys lost to. Dak Prescott, 249, 1 TD, 1 interception, the death-breaking interception, obviously. Tony Pollard, 23 carries, 122 yards, no TDs. That's the thing, though. And this Shannon Sharp said this perfectly on Sunday or on Monday morning, obviously, because they were excited, just like we were. He
I
said
love
this
Shannon
thing
Sharp.
perfectly. He said, I've always said that a team that can't score offensive points, can't score consistent TDs, they're never going to win a Super Bowl. And that's exactly what shows. If you can't score with your running back running 122 yards, that is the end zone. That's end zone to end zone.
Yep.
And he didn't score any one of those times. Is it like the coaching? Is it coach calls that are shitting the bed over there?
That coach is terrible, but
Yeah, Mike McCarthy. Whatever. But yeah, you lost to Josh Dobbs, and he can't even buy his own jersey at the team store. FYI,
Oh my
because he's not even on that type of like contract. He went to look for his own jersey at the team store, and his name's not even on there, bro.
he tried to buy a jersey because his ripped. They're like, dude, we're out.
Yeah. He's
the
like,
one you
"You're
got
gonna-
on, that is
Yeah,
it."
you're gonna have to use Kyler Murray's. He's not using it. But yeah, so that's the recap for the Arizona Cardinals and the Cowboys. We definitely wanted to talk that. The Cowboys are gonna go ahead next week with their first loss, and they play the Patriots on Sunday at 3:25 my time. And then the Cardinals, they go and play the other powerhouse team, the 49ers, in Levi. So that's going to be a tough way to come back from beating an undefeated team. Now you're going to play another undefeated team. So, I mean, but the thing is, like, it's any given Sunday, right?
Yeah,
And
facts,
Arizona had the heat this year. I mean, this last week, and they may still be running with it, and they want to see what they can do. But the 49ers defense, in my opinion, is 10 times better. Well, I'm
Did
not
you
going to
see
say
that
that because then I'm
clip
going to
of-
get hate comments.
You've seen that clip of Nick Bosa sacking the Giants quarterback, and just, bro, he's got a killer face of just
Yeah,
like,
dude.
dude, I'm coming for you. There's
Yeah.
nothing you can do to
He's like,
stop
I'm either
me.
coming for you or I'm coming on you. Either way, I'm coming.
Somebody's coming.
But yeah, I've seen it, and I was just like, dude, like, I don't want to get sacked by that,
Hell
like,
no, dude.
ever. And
That's
like
why I
on our
bought his
Instagrams,
jersey.
like we've posted like those reels and stuff, like where you see like Aaron, like you see like these top defensive guys, right, getting ready to attack the QB. If I'm the QB, first of all, I weigh like 100 pounds less than they do, right, than the QB does. I mean, than the defensive lineman does,
Mhm.
or the linebacker that's about to break me in half. I'm just gonna throw his ball away. Like, there's no point. Like,
Have you
this
seen
guy
that
scares
video?
me.
I think it was in college. The quarterback was like they were getting manhandled, and he's shaking, bro. Like that's how I would be. Like I'm looking around and be like, can someone stop 97 for me, please?
Yeah,
Someone like Tom
please.
Brady said that whenever like they would go against Ray Lewis, like killer face, bro. He's ready. So I would be shaking, bro.
And they would call it too. They'd be like, "Watch 52, watch
Yeah, yeah.
52."
Like
And it's
please,
like, dude, yeah,
please.
like please watch him. Oh man, but yeah. So I don't know. Week 3, a lot of crazy games this week. Chiefs, they ran through the Bears 41-10.
Expected, of
Yeah, that was expected. But so Chris, last week, and I know you listened to the episode because you're a big fan, but
course.
I had mentioned that the Chiefs should have outscored the Jags a lot more than they did. Well, this week they came up and they did play the Bears, but they scored 41. And I feel like this is the normal Chiefs offense that we see.
Yep.
41 points. But
Dominant
the
offense.
biggest breaking news in
I
Kansas
already know.
City is my favorite for all you Swifties out there is Tay Swift with Travis Kelce, baby. I am team
Official.
Kelsey Swift. I am team
Official.
Kelsey Swift. I love that. I love that she was with Mama Kelsey. I love all that stuff. So it was great. I loved it. And then people were like speculating like how they're gonna let Taylor Swift escape like incognito. So they were like recording like the popcorn vending machines, and
You
they were
saw
like,
that
"Is she in
video?
there? Is she in there? Is she in there?" Yeah. And the
I
thing
think
is that Taylor Swift is a Philadelphia Eagles fan, where Travis's brother plays.
Jason.
So there's
Like
that.
she was
Thanksgiving's gonna be
repping
fun
red
this year.
yeah, she was repping red. So
Yeah.
I thought whenever that came out, I was like, dude, that's insane because I thought it was fake.
Yeah, I
Like
thought
because
they were
everybody
just
was
like
denying it.
talking.
No, because he went to the concert, and I've seen this video a million times.
Yeah.
I follow their podcast, New Heights, and but it was so funny. So he went to the concert, tried to give her a friendship bracelet with his number, but apparently she doesn't talk to fans or whatever. So
He's
yeah,
like,
I guess
not just any fan.
yeah, he's like, do you know who I am? But it's dope to see that. And it was cool too to see like the pictures afterwards. He was like driving away with her. And it was just you never get to see moments like that with Travis Kelce, and
Yeah,
it's cool to get a little
and
bit of
then
attention.
like Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce, both the Kelce brothers, and Mama
love them.
Kelce, like they're just like they're a fun little family to watch. And then like
Mhm.
I just remember the one clip from their episode at last year where she was like, "Well, I really wanted a girl, but God gave me Travis, and he's a fashionista."
Yeah.
And I was and then like their faces dropped because like Mama Kelsey burned them. You know what I mean? Like it's just I don't know, that whole family is dope. So Taylor Swift, obviously being the icon that she is in the music industry, is she's got a banner hung up in Staples Center before the Clippers got one. So that's how big she is. So them being
Huge.
together, that's funny. Everybody's already talking about like, what do you think the breakup song's gonna sound like, like for Travis and Taylor Swift? But yeah, so the Chiefs are back 41-10. Steelers beat the Raiders 23. Ew, that's an ugly score, 23-18. And then Monday night, the Bengals 19-16 against the Rams. The Eagles did win, by the way. They're still undefeated. They beat the Buccaneers, which the Buccaneers were undefeated going into that game as well. But the Eagles are still a powerhouse team too. I'm not calling him the F word this year. I'm not calling them the fraud because that bit
Oh,
me right in the butt
you
cheek.
get one pass of using it, and you used it already.
I used it this year, and it was the Vikings, and I was right. They're 0-3.
Okay.
Yeah,
But last year was a little tough because the Eagles made it to Super Bowl. They lost, but they made
hey,
it.
but frauds. The reason why I don't want to call them the frauds this year, right, is because I called them a fraud last year and they went to the Super Bowl, which means that they have to beat the 49ers to get to the Super Bowl. So I'm not going to use that word on them.
And that's
I'm not
exactly
going
what
to use
happened
it.
last year.
I'm not going to use it on the 49ers either because then that's just going to jinx us. So I'm just going to keep shut up. And then right now the frauds are Minnesota, obviously 0-3.
Minnesota.
But yeah, the Bengals did get their first victory in Cincinnati, but their first victory all through the year. They're 1-2 now. So are the Rams. They beat the Rams 19-16. Sorry about that. And then Joe Burrow, though, 259, one interception, no TD. 59.8 QB rating.
What was that noise?
That was a gurgle. Joe Mixon, one TD, obviously rushing. Jamar Chase, no TDs on Monday night. But I do like seeing Monday night doubleheaders. Like I do like
I think that's
enjoy
pretty
that.
cool.
Yeah, but the only thing that sucks is because I also watch Monday Night Raw, so it kind of takes away from my Monday Night Raw time.
Ew.
But that's the week. That's week 3. We do have a little bit of a different stuff today, Chris. It was before we go into the next segment. Do you have anything to add?
Am I supposed to?
No, I don't know. I'm just asking.
Oh, I wanted to know: are we gonna do the special thing, or are we gonna go to week 4 games?
Oh, well, let's do our week 4 picks,
Yeah, and then we can.
and then we'll go into our special thing.
Okay.
Our special
Why
thing
does it
is
sound like
if you
it's like
follow
you're
us and you
surprised?
send us $5, you get feet pictures.
You don't want my feet pictures
Or mine. I'm
Trust
just saying,
me.
you get feet pictures. I'm just going to Google them and send them to you. Oh, man. But
Just-
yeah, so let's go into our picks for week 4. Domo did send me his because, like I said, he was missing because he had storm issues that cut out his power and his internet. So he's got the Steelers versus the Texans. He's picking the Texans.
Let's go.
He's got the Bucks versus the Saints. He's picking the Saints. And then he's got the Commanders versus the Eagles. He's picking the Eagles. So he's taking the hopefully easy win with the Eagles. But so he's got so we can remember this. So he's picking Texans over Steelers, Saints over the Bucks, Eagles versus the Washington Commanders. Chris, yours for next week?
Okay, I'll do Green Bay versus Detroit. I'm going Green Bay.
Nice.
They're playing at Lambeau, so it's just
Oh, they're playing Thursday. That's a short week for them.
yeah, that's true. I'm gonna go Miami versus Buffalo, and I'm gonna go Miami, and then Kansas City versus
Miami
New York.
over Buffalo?
Yes,
Wow. Okay.
and then Kansas City over New York Jets. New York Jets. Sorry,
Okay.
I gotta
All
specify
right.
because there's 2 New
Yeah.
York teams.
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, those are good. Those are kind of similar. I was going to go with that. So, I'm going to go Dolphins, Bills, but they're playing in Buffalo, so I'm going to take Buffalo.
Okay,
Just to kind of throw a little curveball there.
Buffalo fans are crazy. So
Bro,
sense.
Vikings, Panthers, both 0-3. I'm going to take a draw. Nobody's winning.
keep the losing record.
Yeah, keep the losing record. Okay, so I'm going to take the Bucks versus the Saints. I'm going to take the Bucks. So I'm just going against
Nice.
you guys, pretty much. And then
I didn't
I'm
choose
gonna
that
go.
game.
I'm gonna go Patriots, Cowboys. Damn, this one's gonna bite me in the ass, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna go
No.
Patriots, Cowboys. I'm gonna go Patriots.
Whoa, okay. They're playing in
Whatever.
Dallas, so
They're playing in Dallas, but I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Patriots, Cowboys. Patriots on that one. The only other reason why is because if Dallas starts really losing, their tickets become really cheap. So then I'll go to watch a game in AT&T because that stadium is nice.
It
Yeah,
is nice.
so
It's a beautiful
Patriots
stadium.
over Dallas. I got the Bucks over the Saints, and then I had the what was it? What was the other one, Chris? Oh, I had the Bills beating the Dolphins.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going
those are
against
mine.
me and Domo on each game,
On 2 of them, yeah.
except
so,
for the Patriots one.
All right, so those are our picks for week 4. I went undefeated last week. Chris went defeated last week, so hopefully he's trying to turn that around.
Completely.
We'll see how that goes. But let's get into our special thing. We're not doing a top 3 today. We're actually going to do this game instead. This is called Family
And
Feud.
explain what it is too. How do you
So it's
play?
Family Feud. For those who don't know.
That's how
now
you
you
play.
know.
It's Family
Yeah.
Feud.
It's Family Feud. We're gonna ask each other questions. You have a minute. You have to score 100 points to actually win, and you have a minute to answer as quickly as you can. We have some questions already selected for each other. We'll probably do 2 rounds of this, and then we'll go and close the episode out. Chris, hit us with the segment intro, baby.
Oh, I got you.
Wow. Reviewing the call. Family Feud. Chris, come on down. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. All right, Chris. So, how do I do the timer? Because I'm looking at
You have
the
your
things
phone?
on my. I'm looking at the questions on my phone. Oh, we
Oh,
were
you
not
have your Apple
prepared.
Watch?
Oh, yeah, I got my
Your
watch
Apple
right
Watch.
here. Hold on.
Da, 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 da.
What?
So are we
Where's
doing
the-
100 points per question?
No, bozo. Chris, I thought I explained this to you.
Well, because you said 2 questions, so I want to know if it's going to be
No,
100
we're gonna
points
do 2
equal total.
rounds. So you're gonna
Oh,
get
okay.
5 questions per round, and your points
Okay.
have to go up to 100 or more, obviously. So way it is we asked 1,000 men in the United States of America these questions, and then it averages. So whatever you pick, if your answer is on there, then you get the points that it says. If not, you get 0 for it.
Are you going to tell me how many points? Because I'm jotting it down.
Yeah, I'll tell you as we go with it.
Okay. All right,
Are
you go
you
first.
ready?
Yeah, you tell me the questions.
I tell you the questions?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Da, 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 da.
All
Why
right,
am I so nervous?
1 minute is enough, or do you want to do 110?
No, do one. I'm nervous though. I'm gonna lose completely, bro. No
All right,
faith in
ready?
myself. Yeah.
And go. All right, so we asked 1 million men in America, what might a professional athlete do just after a sports game to avoid getting more sore muscles?
Ice bath.
Okay,
What
7
is
points.
an ice bath?
No, 7 points. Stupid, it's not Jeopardy. Name a sport that people bet on.
Football. NFL.
Okay, okay, good. 55 points. You're taking the points on, right?
Damn.
Um,
Yeah.
Name something a mom might tell her kid to shower after doing.
Can you repeat the question? You
Name
stuttered.
something a mom might tell her kid to shower after doing.
Playing
So, like,
outside.
okay, 52 points. Damn, you already got 100 something. All right. Name a sport whose athlete you'd least like to get in a fight with.
NFL.
Oh, 36 points. That was good. That was good.
That was a
4
lot
questions.
of points.
Yeah. That was only 4 questions, but it was a minute.
Okay. Is
All
it
right.
my turn to choose?
Well, yeah, now you have to ask me, but how many points did you get?
You got your calculator there? Because my phone is my camera, so I don't
Yeah.
got my 7. Well, let me know when you're ready.
Go.
7, 55, 52, 36.
Dang, 150.
Well, let's get it, bro.
All right, let
Let's
me know
get
when
it.
you want to start. I'm gonna hit the timer. So go.
Okay. Okay.
Tell me
Ready?
when. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Okay. Name something you might see a commercial for during a baseball game.
Viagra pills.
6 points.
Okay.
Okay. Name an occasion where parents force their kids to wear certain outfits.
Church.
15 points.
Dude, I suck.
Name a reason that someone might ride their bike to work.
Car broke down.
46 points. And last question, name something in a bakery a baker might call his wife.
Cupcake?
8 points.
What the? That was on there?
That's 4, right? It's 4 or 5.
What was the number? What's up? Yeah, it was technically 5, but yeah, that's fine.
Name
You won
something
anyways.
Oh,
All right.
that was fun.
That was good. We're going to do it again. I only got 111 out of those 4 questions.
I still hit 100 though.
Yeah, but you beat me. You had 150.
Yeah, bro. I'm just supporting you, bro.
All right. You have to keep tabs on your scores, though, Chris.
I got it. I got my scores.
Okay. Because it's hard for me to do the timer también.
All right. Whenever. Let me know.
All right. Hold on.
I'm so nervous.
All right. Okay.
I can't believe you got the cupcake thing. That's pretty good.
What was the number 1 answer on that, though? I'm curious.
Honey bun.
Was it bagel? Honey buns. All
Or
right.
honey bun. Oh, I don't know. I've never called
All
Daddy
right.
that.
That's what my dad's a baker. I've never heard him tell my mom that.
My dad calls his wife Aida.
Yeah, dude, you're just telling everybody's news out there.
Oh yeah, my mom's name.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Timer starts 1, 2, 3. All right. Name something you find more of at a sporting event than a movie theater.
Popcorn.
0. It's not on there. Name a
Wow.
sport that requires water in order to be played. Dude,
Swimming. Swimming.
49 points. Uh, name a
Damn, that
sport
took
that
a
should
while.
be a part of the Olympics, but it isn't.
Dude. Uh, 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 horse racing. Dude, I don't know.
0 points.
I've never.
Name a sport that you can't play without a team.
You can't
Mm-hmm.
without a team. Football.
Hello? Yeah. Okay. 39 points. All right. Last question. Last question. Time's up. But last question. We'll finish off with 5. Um, name a sport that might be played at a family reunion.
Baseball.
21 points.
All right, that's 49. Oh, you got your calculator?
Oh God. Yeah. What is it?
49, 39, 21.
Wait.
like 100.
49.
49,
39?
39, 21.
109. So you hit the
Bet.
100
I hit the
at
100.
least.
All right. Let me know when you ready.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Name something you might do at night.
Sleep.
No?
That's not on there. What the hell are people doing at night?
Okay, name gifts to surprise a person you know.
Huh?
Name a
Coffee.
gift. What?
Coffee?
No.
Dude, this sucks. This is rigged.
Name something you would post on social media.
Pictures of my kid.
Okay, 31 points.
Nice.
Name something you do that rhymes with grow up.
Blow up the restroom.
8 points.
Nice.
All right. Name something to which a lot of kids seem almost addicted to.
Video games.
41 points.
Nice.
And we'll do one more for you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this would be the tiebreaker.
All right.
Not the tiebreaker, but
Fill in the blank. I did everything for my guy and I never got a
thank you.
74 points.
154.
I thought you were going to say ring. For some reason, I thought this was. But that was good thing you didn't. That was only 9 points.
Oh, wow. You're trying to trick me so I can lose to you? I see what
Hell
you're
yeah.
doing. All right, hit the Family Feud outro out.
And that's all, folks. The Looney Tunes.
Dude.
Dude, this would
Thanks
be
for
so
playing
much
with
fun
us.
to play with, like, with everybody. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Thanks for playing with us. That was Family Feud reviewing the call edition. Chris and I, obviously. That's going to wrap up our episode for this week. We had a lot of good combos for football, but don't forget the Premier League is up and running. So if you are an
October.
Arsenal fan, Koig. If not, go screw yourself. But we do have a lot of stuff playing right now. We have October baseball coming right around the corner. The Yankees eliminated, obviously. Sucks to suck. Cardinals gone. Angels gone. So, yeah, there's a lot of sports going on. Follow along. Follow us on social media. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram. Shoot us a message. DM us, whatever. We're looking for people to collab with, too. So if you know of anybody. Episodes usually drop on Friday on Spotify and Apple. And then also our YouTube videos go up on Friday. It just allows us time to edit to make sure that everything's as good as we need it to be because we only want to put the best content out there. If you guys have any requests or recommendations to update our stuff, if you guys have ideas, give us ideas. If you guys like the stuff, like it, share it with a friend. It's a big help. Really, that's how we get our name out there. That's why we're trying to be as consistent. Watch out for our social media stuff. It comes usually a couple days before the episode actually drops. It's just a prequel to the episode. Share it, like it with a friend. Chris, it was fun, bro. I will see you next week, hopefully. And I will be in Houston next weekend, hopefully. Other than that, man, it was fun. Had a good episode. Like my daughter says, I love you with her sign language. So we love you guys. Thanks for all the support. Shoot us a message. Take us out with a song, Chris.